Okay, my half-naked wife just went in the bedroom. Anyway, can't put that up there now, can I? Anyway, yes, you're about to watch a clip, and yes, I noticed I have a plugged nozzle. As a matter of fact, I noticed one was completely plugged, and the other one was semi-plugged. So look out for that in the first 2 seconds, and then enjoy the comment section at the back, because I have no idea. I haven't read any yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So I'm on my GoPro, one of them, and I wanted to talk about what I'm doing here. As you can probably possibly see, I'm spraying, still spraying fertilizer down on, well, this just so happens to be orchard grass and brome, but it's actually really pretty decent hay ground, really decent hay ground. I usually put down a blend on this later in the season after I've taken the first cutting off, just to keep it going, because if you don't feed your hay, you don't have any hay, and that's just the cold hard fact of it. So anyways, with that being said, I was watching another YouTuber, we'll use her name, WT Farm Girl. If you don't know who she is, you can check her out, and she's in Michigan, and she was talking about her hay ground is like normally 2 weeks from being cut, and it is very, very dry there, and it is very very dry, very cold, and very not good. So yeah, I'm in the same boat. If you look at this material here, this grass hay, you're gonna be thinking, God, shouldn't that shit be like almost over my knees by now? Well, yes it should, but grass can't handle, this is cool season grass, not cold season grass. And I got that damn hairy vetch. I have no idea where that came from. That just came out of nowhere this year. I've never had it before in my life, but I've got it now. And we are spraying 2,4-D down, so that should control it pretty easily. I'm actually down to the last 2,4-D that I have, so I'm kind of have to use it a little. Well, I'm out. I mean, I haven't been using it sparingly. I'm probably just going to have to go purchase some more. Oh, come on here, you bitch. Oh, right out over the highway. Hopefully there's not a car coming. Yep. I don't know that the highway cares. So anyway, yeah, this usually yields pretty darn nice grass. And I enjoy making hay here. This is the farm where my mother's father was raised. This is really the roots of, I got a guy going out and getting his mail while I'm spraying. He's not too smart if you ask me. It's really the roots of the Pouch family here. It's if you follow race car driving, dirt track racer Billy Pouch, who just so happens to be a cousin of mine, he was raised on this farm as well, and his brother Tim. Yeah, so the racing family is still here on this land. that has been owned by that family for over 100 years. Pandy's didn't come up into Kingwood Township until 1925. And in 1925, which we're getting close to 100 years on that farm, and Lord willing and the creek don't flood, we'll make it. But anyhow, a little history lesson while I'm driving here. I am not worried about the grass hay. I am not worried that there's going to be a shortage of hay. I am not worried that I'm not going to get a decent yield of hay. We have gone through these things before in the past, and generally, the minute it warms up, am I going to hit that damn sign? No, I am not going to hit that sign. You know, generally when it warms up, it is a pretty simple thing. It warms up, the grass says, hey, I've got my nutrients, I've got my heat, let's go. And it grows like hell. It'll stool out in cool weather and actually possibly produce even more tonnage. Now, doesn't much matter anyway. I'm not going to sit around and watch it grow because I'm on my way to North Carolina in a couple of days. And, ooh, let's see, am I going to hit that? Nope, I actually missed it. Can you believe that shit? Anyway, if you see there's a sign out here in my field, I'm not going to be able to drive up to it, but it's a local farm market here. I don't know if you can zoom in or whatever. It's sugar maple jerseys. I've never stopped in there, but I know the fellow that is now with the young lady that actually started that business. It is a local dairy farm, one of the last, and yeah, one of the last. There's not too many of them left around here. And anyway, so she's having a go of it. I think they got cheese and other things, cheese and milk and whatever you can come up with to make as much money as you possibly can in New Jersey. And especially now with this pandemic thing going on, people are worried about their food supply, and Sugar Maple Jerseys here in Surgeonsville, New Jersey. You can stop by there. There's another friend of mine, Jared Weeks. He's what is he? Yeah, he's down in Ringo's. He's in Ringo's, Jared Weeks, and he has the Hunval Farm, Hunval Farmers Market. He has cheese and milk, chocolate milk, and a nice little store set up there, so you can check him out too if you're local. If you're not local and you're passing through, I would suggest stopping by these places, because you know what? When the grocery stores run out, you can always knock on a farmer's door. He'd be more than willing to sell you what he's got, I'm sure. I know that money's tight everywhere, especially in the dairy business, and it would just be really helpful to these struggling dairy farms if they have farm markets, or if they're selling meat and other products like that, to give them a go, see how they make out. You know, help them along. I mean, in the end, the consumer is who they're targeting their business to, whether it goes through a broker or a creamery, dairy, whatever they call them nowadays. I call them crooked. And but if you have the ability and wherewithal to find a farmer's market, whether you're in New Jersey or anywhere else in this great country, go see. Check it out. You'd be surprised the difference in the taste of cheese that's made locally, or milk that is bottled locally, and or even ice cream. I know Hunval Farm, they've got ice cream down there. He actually has a ice cream stand that him and his wife have started, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, hopefully everyone pulls through in the dairy business. I don't think they're going to, but if you can help out a local farmer, help them out. Now, for me, you can't help me out. I don't want your help anyway. Well, I probably wouldn't take it if it was offered, but I don't know what kind of help I could ask for. I'm a hay farmer that only grows hay for mushroom barns. I've given up all animals, you know, especially dairy. I hate to say it, but yeah, dairy, beef, these guys are not doing well. I tried to hook up with another friend of mine. She's got beef cows, and I wanted to buy a quarter of beef, or half, maybe even a whole damn animal. And she was like, "Oh, I'll have to talk to you. Let me give you a call." She never called me, so I'm gonna have to go ding her ass. you know, she knows who she is. Desperado's daughter. So, here we go. Alright, so I've got one more field to do here, but I'm going to shut my mouth and get on through the opening there. I'm not going to shut my booms off here. I got some weeds that could use a little extra 2,4-D on them just because. I'm not at the maximum amount by any means, but yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. Alright, so I'm planting the last of my corn today. Of course, I just made my row awful wide. Awfully wide. I'm going to set my AB line here in a little bit. I am in the 4450 today. Not thrilled about it because the air conditioner barely works and it's like 85 degrees out there. This is the first warm day that we've had. So, there you go. My wife is calling me. She didn't get here on time. I left without her. Start off with Timmy Cornpicker, the American legend, I guess we should say. Someone in Britain might not like you referring to me as the legend. Well, they actually refer to him as the legend over there. I thought that was pretty damn funny. But I just got to tell you, Tim, you're the most talked about person in the area. A lot of people talk about you. They just love to. Yeah. Scott Borden. Wes, you're getting large in the face. Back on the carbs, old boy? I have 2 Filipinos living with me, and they cook, and cook some damn more. Yeah, I'm getting fat. Jackson Folworski. Where's the 50-20? Well, where is the 50-20? We were using it the other day. It's got primer paint on it, so yeah, just so disgusted with that. Alan Walters, you need to listen. I sold the TR70. Do you still have the TR70? Looking or getting a different one? I don't have the TR70. We sold that thing a couple, 3 years ago, and I sold it to 2 fellas. And for the love of God, I can't remember their names right off the top of my head, but I have a TR96, and I'm getting a new header for it. I think I said this in a recent video, that I have technically purchased a new 6-row header, not a new one, but a good used one, off of a fellow in Canada, and I will be picking that up sometime before fall. Okay, so I'm going to try and Gulfern KY1. I think I've got your name right. God, have some normal names like John Smith or Jack Chase or something like that. These Gulfern KY1, I'm sure you're from Kentucky. But anyways, he says, I'd rather have a planter marker than try to go by that screen. Me too. Oh my God, would I love to have a planter marker instead of that. The problem with a planter marker system on that particular corn planter is it has the front fold system. I think it's a Kerdeman front fold system, and I don't think it'll work out. I really don't. If I could make it work out, I would use one because they're, to me, way better. Just way easier to deal with than that screen. But if I do it again next year, which it's looking like I probably will, depending on how things go, I will be getting the GPS unit with... I have the GPS unit. I just want to get the... I'll hook it up to the tractor steering, and then it'll be fine. Mr. Boogeyman, a 45-year-old planter worked just fine 45 years ago, so why wouldn't it work just fine now? Well, they all had their limitations, and as farms get bigger and the small farms die off and the big farms gobble them up, you actually have to go faster. And 45 years ago, probably I would think the average size of any farm, BTO or big-time operator, was around 500 acres. 500 acres of corn, 500 acres of wheat, or something like that, you know, maybe 500 to 1,000 acres. So, yeah, it worked just fine then. Now, I've done the upgrades and rebuilt the corn planter to the point where it is today, and it's almost at its limit. I could put another probably $10,000, $15,000 into it with automatic row unit, you know, automatic row shutoffs and a better guidance system and everything else. I could probably get into another $20,000 into this thing. But for me, I can spend $20,000 elsewhere and deal with the crooked rows. But anyways, I think that's the last one for today. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Oh, and I forgot. What do you think of the GoPros? I mean, if you put these on full screen, they're crystal clear. But if you think the GoPro is something I should just struggle through and use anyway, then just let me know yes or no in the comment section. Thanks again.